Well, if it ain't Tom Powers. And Matt, too. How are you, boys?
Welcome to MsMojo. And today we're looking at actors from film and TV who auditioned for a smaller role than the one they ultimately got.
There's just a lot you simply got to know, so...
Number 10, Eddie Redmayne, Harry Potter franchise.
And it was, do you remember that scene in La La Land? When like Emma Stone is like singing and the casting director was on the phone after about 3.5 seconds. That was basically my experience.
Really?
So yeah, I didn't even get about 3 lines out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness, because
well, Jude and I played the long game.
During Harry's second year at Hogwarts, he encounters Tom Riddle, who is revealed to be a young Voldemort. The role went to Christian Coulson, although a few names on the cusp of a breakthrough read for the part. Among them was Eddie Redmayne, who joined the wizarding world 14 years later.
First trip to New York?
Yes.
Anything edible in there?
No.
Livestock?
Must get that fixed. No.
Now an Oscar winner, Redmayne took center stage as magizoologist Newt Scamander in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Tom Riddle obviously plays an integral role in this universe. Had Redmayne gotten a callback, though, his history with the franchise would have been limited to Chamber of Secrets. Losing that role allowed him to play Newt throughout 3 films. Plus, Redmayne is more believable as a lovable misfit than a future Dark Lord.
Now, there's absolutely nothing for you to worry about.
Tell me, has anyone ever believed you? You told them not to worry?
Well, my philosophy is that worrying means you suffer twice.
Number 9, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. One might assume that Hannah Montana was conceived as a star vehicle for Miley Cyrus. After all, the main character's name is Miley Stewart, although that wasn't always the case.
I thought we told each other everything. But I guess I was wrong, since you kept just about the biggest secret in the world, Miley Stewart / Hannah Montana.
Initially, she was called Zoe and then Chloe Stewart. This isn't the part that Cyrus originally read for. Rather, she sent in a tape auditioning for Lilly Trescott, the main character's best friend.
You're not screaming! Why aren't you screaming?
Oh, believe me, she's screaming on the inside.
Upon seeing her tape, the Hannah Montana team felt Cyrus was better suited for the lead role. There was hesitance, as some argued Cyrus was too young. After several more auditions, Cyrus proved she had the singing chops and energy to carry the show. Chloe thus became Miley, and further paralleling Cyrus's real life, her father was cast as her on-screen dad.
I tell you what, I hate wearing this thing. It's like kissing your great Aunt Clara. Hey.
Number 8, James Baskett, Song of the South. Answering an ad for this Disney film, James Baskett sought to voice an animated butterfly. Baskett not only got that part, but Walt Disney was so impressed that he was also cast as Uncle Remus and Brer Fox's voice.
Well, Brother Rabbit, you sure looks like a sport, all stuck up in your swallowtail coat. Don't you look good in this coat? I ain't never seen nobody that good before.
Disney called Baskett, quote, the best actor to be discovered in years, paving the way for him to receive an honorary Oscar shortly before his death. The company has since banished the film to the Briar Patch due to its outdated cultural depictions.
I was gonna whitewash the walls, too. But not now.
While we can't say Uncle Remus was the most progressive character, Baskett did bring warmth and charisma to the role. One can only imagine the career Baskett might have had if only he lived during an era with a better understanding of the Black experience.
Well, now that I can't exactly say. Because what it is for one mightn't be what it is for another.
Number 7, Tom Hanks, Splash. While Tom Hanks had a few TV roles under his belt, Splash established him as a bankable leading man on the silver screen. Hanks brought his signature everyman charm to the role of Alan Bauer, helping to ground this mermaid romance.
All my life, I've been waiting for someone, and when I find her, she's a fish. Nobody said love's perfect.
The film marked his first collaboration with director Ron Howard, who revealed that Hanks initially auditioned for Freddie, Alan's brother. That part went to the late, great John Candy.
I gotta get more involved in the business, and I intend to. I mean that this time. I'm going to.
I know the business.
Although Hanks' only other film credit at that point was a supporting role in the slasher flick He Knows You're Alone, Howard could tell this guy had so much to offer. His instincts were correct, providing an essential stepping stone in Hanks' journey from sitcom star to dramatic actor.
All the time we were together, you always knew how I was feeling. Can't you tell now?
Number 6. Lily James, Cinderella. In true Cinderella story fashion, Lily James didn't expect to be the belle of the ball when Disney started auditions for this remake. At first, James tried out for Anastasia, one half of Cinderella's stepsisters.
You have such pretty hair.
Thank you.
You should have it styled. Oh, I'm sure you're right. Would you like a tour of the house?
What did she say?
She wants to show us around her farmhouse. She's proud of it, I think.
James was enthusiastic about playing a character who was more quirky and comical without having to worry about being pretty. At her audition, the casting director suggested that James also read for Ella. Although it wasn't the part she prepared for, James said it just felt right.
It's you, isn't it?
Just so.
James went through months of screen tests, including one where director Kenneth Branagh stood in for the prince before landing the lead. While it might have been fun to see James paired with her Downton Abbey co-star Sophie McShera as Drizella, the glass slipper fit.
And you find that really comfortable.
Number 5. Stephanie Beatriz, Encanto. Before Encanto, Stephanie Beatriz was known for playing Detective Rosa Diaz on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Given Rosa's tough-as-nails persona, Beatriz might have seemed like an unusual choice for the offbeat Mirabelle. Yet anyone who meets Beatriz will quickly realize that she's nothing like Rosa in real life.
Stephanie Beatriz changing her voice from her normal Flowers and Rainbow one to her Rosa Diaz Guns and Daggers one will always take me by surprise. You're welcome.
This was reflected in her Encanto audition, where she decided to sing You're Welcome from Moana. Beatriz was auditioning for Luisa, a character who shares Rosa's strong demeanor. The filmmakers realized right then and there, though, that Beatriz was a Mirabelle at heart.
Props to Steph, because she can not only sing her lungs out, but she just is so winning. Like the instant you meet her, that's that heart and kind of vulnerability and humanness that Jared mentioned. It really was all part of who she is.
It only took one more callback for Beatrice to officially get the part. Her audition would also be immortalized with Tony Smead, the co-head of animation on Frozen 2, bringing it to life.
Well, let me say, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Number 4. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. In a parallel universe, Cordelia Chase could have been the Slayer. More specifically, Cordelia's actress Charisma Carpenter could have played Buffy Summers. That's the part Carpenter prepared for.
You know, Little Miss likes to fight. So?
I think there was a yay vote buried in there somewhere.
Since she arrived at her audition behind schedule, Carpenter read for Cordelia, a role that had been offered to Sarah Michelle Gellar. Although Gellar was grateful to have a job, she was reluctant to accept another Mean Girl part, fearing being typecast.
Because I just come off 3 years of playing this stereotypical bad girl character, and I thought, well, if I do this now, am I ever going to be able, to do anything else? Cut to 3 years later when I'm begging for the role in Cruel Intentions and no one can see me as the bad girl.
The creators conceded that Carpenter would be the ideal Cordelia, but they still needed to cast the show's lead. The producers had once asked Gellar to screen test for Buffy before asking her to audition for Cordelia instead. Carpenter's audition further encouraged them to re-evaluate Gellar as a candidate for Buffy. Eventually, the Slayer was chosen.
Thank you. And look, I won't go far, okay? If the apocalypse comes, beat me.
Number 3. Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Terminator. We'd surely look at The Terminator differently if James Cameron had gone with Orion's suggestion for the title role O.J. Simpson. Cameron just didn't buy Simpson as a killer. Then.
You write about removing a glove before taking the knife from Charlie.
I had no conscious memory of doing that, but obviously I must have because they found a glove there.
Orion also suggested Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not for the T-800, but Kyle Reese, the soldier sent back in time to save Sarah Connor. Cameron didn't see it, feeling that casting Schwarzenegger as Reese would require somebody even more intimidating for the Terminator. The director met Schwarzenegger with no intention of hiring him, but then Schwarzenegger started suggesting how the Terminator should be portrayed.
When he walks, he has to have a certain walk. When he scans and looks around, he has to have a certain scan. It has to be absolutely clear at all times that this is a machine with absolute no human behavior.
Cameron instantly knew he was being eyed for the wrong role. Schwarzenegger took issue with the character's limited dialogue, but he has a way of making even the simplest lines stand out.
I'll be back.
Number 2, James Kagny, the Public Enemy.
Hello, boys. Are you alone? I'm always alone when I'm with Matt.
During the golden age of cinema, arguably no actor was more synonymous with the gangster genre than James Kagny. He previously appeared in the crime dramas Sinner's Holiday and The Doorway to Hell. Kagny landed another supporting role in The Public Enemy as Matt Doyle, the level-headed best friend of ill-tempered gangster Tom Powers, who was to be played by Edward Woods. After only a few days of shooting, director William Wellman felt the two actors should switch roles, telling Kagny, "Now you're the lead, kid."
Wellman reached out to Warner's production chief Daryl Zanuck, a big believer in making quick decisions. Zanuck signed off on swapping the actors, and a star was born in Kagny.
The Public Enemy would mark Cagney's big break, leading to many more leading roles. Looking back, it's surreal that they ever thought Kagny was better equipped to play the quiet guy rather than the tough guy.
We ain't sore, are you, Tom? I've always been your friend.
Sure. You taught us how to cheat, steal, and kill. And then you lammed out on us. Yeah, if it hadn't been for you, we might have been on the level. Sure. We might have been ding-dings on a streetcar. Come on.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Robert De Niro, The Godfather Trilogy. People sometimes incorrectly say Robert De Niro was in The Godfather. He actually starred in its sequel.
I'm making an offer you don't refuse. Don't worry.
De Niro did audition for the first film, being cast as Sonny Corleone.
I know you can do it. All right, you prove it to me. You can do it. Go ahead, prove it.
Paramount was adamant about finding a role for James Caan, however. Not wanting to lose De Niro, director Francis Ford Coppola gave him a smaller role as chauffeur Paulie Gatto. De Niro opted to instead do The Gang That Couldn't Shoot Straight, ironically replacing Al Pacino.
My father taught me many things here. He taught me in this room. He taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
When Coppola committed to making The Godfather Part 2, he offered De Niro a much bigger role than Paulie or even Sonny. He'd be playing a young Vito Corleone, a role that had won Marlon Brando an Academy Award and would bring De Niro into the Oscar Winners Club.
Obrigado, Kish. Eu almost scordo. É spiacere amici tuoi in sto vicinato che sono io. Igi tu sanno dire come io saccio favori.
Would you like to see any of these alternative casting choices? Let us know in the comments.
You go in knowing you're not going to get it, but you're meeting the people that, you know, they might be like, it's not this, but we'll put him in this other thing. So I feel like that was one of the moments when they were like, hey, we can use him later.